Good morning, my people. My name is Chief Strumblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora, much is my people. All in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Mind you, my front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you re-enslaved the African American, the Latinos, etc.? All in all, it was another beautiful day for protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. There is nothing particularly interesting that I should bring to your attention as it relates to my protests. And as you know, when I protest and when I've updated you as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring you something from the word of the Most High God. My people, we are still in the book of Revelation, and we have uncovered many wonderful truths that have been hidden in plain sight. And my people, as we have noticed, with the advent of social media, the scriptures have been under constant attack. Every reprobate with an opinion is going to search to qualify their opinions, and they come on social media. They do videos and they launch vicious and brutal attack against the scriptures. But these are people who have foolishly relinquished the control over their lives and over their souls, and now they are a part of an agenda that has nothing to do with their best interests and the best interests of their people and their children. But they have joined together with their enemies to launch an attack, and that which can keep them, their people and their children safe. Anyone who attack a system that was put in place to take care of their children and their future generation have to be a reprobate and has nothing good or no good intention for people who are not like them. Many people who knows me personally and many people who have been following my teachings are of the opinion that I am a genius, that I am a brilliant man, because I have an acute understanding of many difficult subjects. I have an acute understanding of the law. I am better at the law at most lawyers who have been practicing the law for many, many years. I have an acute understanding of history, of geography, science, and medicine. I have an acute understanding of business and business administration. And I have never attended a university except for taking some short courses. The reality is, I am not a brilliant guy. I am not a genius, but I am the recipient of the blessing of the Most High God. You see, the Most High God have blessed me because of my faithfulness to Him. It is He who makes me appear to be what I am not, and I am happy to take the credit for it. We're still in the book of Revelation, but I just want to bring something to your attention. Let me give you some information here. The Caucasians have been trying to make me afraid. They use the members of the Los Angeles Police Department to try to oppress me. I am not afraid of them. They're trying to get me a criminal record. They have taken me before the court on several occasions here in this California, even before the federal court. And their objective is single and simple. Their objective is to make me afraid, make me come respectful and subservient to the Caucasians, and hopefully make me so afraid that they will be able to induce me into homosexuality or something that will cause me to lose my soul. But I am a very stubborn and defiant man. Anytime the police stop me, I refuse to cooperate with the police. I don't tell them my name. I don't give them any information. They have to get the information how they can. Because anytime they stop me, they are in violation of my rights. And I am not cooperating with anyone who is in violation of my rights. And when they take me to court on charges, I go to the library and I do my research. I want to give you an experience of how the Most High God is taking care of me. The law library is there as a sham. It's there for the white man to have an excuse that when a black man go before the court and he is unable to protect himself against the law, he don't know what he is charged with. They can feel comfortable in their hands to know that they provide the law library there. And this man did not go and utilize the service. But when they go and utilize the service of the law library, the librarian there will mislead them and guide them away from the information they are looking for. One thing I am sure of is that I am not special. Anything that they have done to me, they have been doing it to the other black people here. And they have been doing it for a long, long time, even before I came here. When I just start going to the law library, the librarian will pretend that they are helping me. And they will lead me away from the information I want. But the Most High God always have a way of directing my path right to that which I want to without librarian help. Some months ago, the police violated my rights. And I didn't cooperate with them as usual. And they gave me some charges I had to go to the court with. But I knew what I was looking for. I sought, I couldn't find. And one morning I went to the library. And I sat in a particular place by myself. I got up. I don't know why I got up. I walked over to a desk some ways over on the other side of the library from where I was sitting. I went to a particular shelf with books. I touched a particular book. I removed that book from the shelf. I parted the page with one open. And when I opened that volume, it was the very exact piece of legislation I was looking for. It was a case law I was looking for to prove that the police interaction with me was unlawful and illegal, and therefore I have no obligation to them and the ticket that they give to me. I am going somewhere with this. Stick with me a little. Now, a few weeks ago, a thought came into my head about Greek mythology. And I always believe that Greek mythology are not mythical. Creatures like Zeus and Apollo and Hercules and all of these people, I believe in my heart that they are real. I believe the Titans are real. But you see, my knowledge of Greek mythology is so limited that I did not really understand anything about Greek mythology except for those things that I saw in the movies. So I began to question the Most High about Zeus and Apollo and all of these gods. And I was saying to myself, probably the Most High God and these gods existed together. And because in Greek mythology, the gods are always fighting. And I was saying to myself, probably the Most High God was the God who destroyed all of those other gods, and he alone reigned supreme. But there were many questions. I was still asking questions I will not go into right here. And then on the weekend, I went to the Los Angeles Public Library. And while I waited for a computer, there was a book hanging out, just sitting on the balcony with about 3 other books. And the book was called Religion in Ancient Greek City. Normally when I see those books, I ignore them because I don't know who was using them, why they leave them there, or if they're coming back for the book. But something has to be the Most High God told me. Take up this book and read it. I took up the book, and while I start reading it, in page 3, the last paragraph, and page 4, the first paragraph, This is what it says. In the book Religion in Ancient Greece Cities, page 3, the last paragraph, and page 4, the first paragraph, this is what it says. The Greeks, on the other hand, the gods were not eternal to the world. They did not create either the cosmos or mankind, but were themselves created. They had not always existed, but had usurped power. They were not eternal, but only immortal. They were not omnipotent or omniscient, but possessed merely limited powers and areas of knowledge. They were themselves subject to fate, and they intervene constantly in the affairs of man. And when I read this, everything made sense. And it's then I knew that Greek mythology is not mythology. Greek mythology is real according to Revelation chapter 13. The gods of Greek mythology, they're not eternal. They did not create the cosmos or mankind. They themselves were created. They are not eternal, they are not omnipotent, and they are not omniscient. So the question is, who is Zeus and Apollo and Hercules and all of these gods of Greek mythology? They are the fallen angels and the children of the fallen angels. Remember Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 to 4, where the fallen angels saw the daughters of man that they were beautiful, and they came down and cohabit with them and make children. Hercules and Athena are product of the fallen angels cohabiting with women and having children. So when we speak about the Titans and all of these strange looking monstrous creatures, you have to remember that in the heavens there are many types of creatures that are not familiar to man. The seven candlesticks are the seven spirits of the Most High God that went out into the world. The seven candlesticks are creatures, they are alive. In Ezekiel 1, it spoke about 4 living creatures that had 4 faces, 4 wings. The sole of his foot was like the sole of a calf. It was sparkling like burnished bronze. It had man hands under its wings. It had 4 sides, and on each side it had the 4 wings. And it also had a wheel within a wheel. In Revelation chapter 4, it spoke about some 6 wings creatures that had the faces of a lion, a calf, a man, and a flying eagle. They had eyes in front of them and behind them. So these creatures had a lot of eyes. And the Revelation chapter 4 also speaks about 24 elders that sat on 24 thrones with crowns upon their heads. And we take it for granted because these 24 beings that were called elders, we take it for granted that these elders are man. Let us not forget, in the heavens, apart from these beasts that was described in Ezekiel and Revelation and other passages of scriptures, there are angels, there are cherubims, there are seraphims, there are ophanims. All of these are different categories of angelic creatures that exist within the heavens. Let us not forget that Revelation chapter 12 says that when the dragon, Satan, was cast out of heaven, his tail drew 1/3 of the stars of heaven. And if you remember, in Revelation chapter 10 and 11, the stars were angels. We have got to conclude that Lucifer was able to deceive cherubims, seraphims, ophanims, and other kind of heavenly creatures that dwells within the heaven, in the 1/3 of the angels that were cast out. And we often get the impression that Lucifer, the master of chaos, who deceived those angels, that he is ruling the demonic world. in order. We are given the impression that Lucifer was able to keep and maintain the order among the fallen angels and the other demonic world, that he disrupted the order that the Most High God had in the heavens. Lucifer and the fallen angels will be unable to keep order because they are not law-abiding creatures. They are creatures that despise the law. They are creatures that despise rules. They are creatures that don't want to be told what to do, when to do, and how to do it. They are all creatures that want to have their own way. So in the same way, Lucifer rebelled against his creator. In the same way that the other angels have rebelled against Lucifer. That is why in Greek mythology, the gods are always fighting against each other. They are always fighting for territories. They are always fighting for power. They are always fighting for the service of mankind and the allegiance of mankind. There is no order among Lucifer and the realms of the fallen. No order whatsoever. So the question is, why would the Greek gods manifest themselves among the Greeks? Remember, in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1 and 2, the beast that came out of the sea, that had the 7 heads and the 10 horns, and 10 crowns upon the horns, that beast did not represent Rome, it did not represent Greece, it did not represent England or Germany or France. That represented the Caucasian nation, of whom Greece are. But look at what happened. When Greece went out and invaded Israel and Palestine and those countries, all of a sudden, the Greek gods disappeared. Why? Because now they were interacting with the children of the Most High God. And the children of the Most High God had the Most High God and Michael, the great valiant angel, and his battalion that were responsible for casting out Lucifer and all of those angels that were deceived by Lucifer out of heaven onto the earth and upon the tree in the midst of the garden. So when the Greeks came to the east and started interacting with the Israelites, those people who the Most High God says is the apple of his eyes, he said, he who touches Israel touches the apple of my eyes. Zeus disappeared because now he was in the presence of the angel, very angel, who defeated Satan, the most powerful of all of them. Satan and his 299 angels that made up his battalion, along with a combined number of angels that, when combined with Satan's battalion, measured 1/3 of the angels of heaven. They were now interacting with that angel and his battalion, who were responsible for casting them out of heaven. The Greek gods ran away like the scared pigeon they were. They were not gods, they were devils. But remember, the devils are the gods of the Caucasians. That is why Satan, the dragon, gives to the Caucasians nation his power, his seat, and his great authority. So when we are faithful to the Most High God, Satan, Zeus, Apollo, Samieza, Amaros, and all have to run because we have the mighty angel Michael and his horse to defend us against them. They don't want any smoke with Michael. And remember, as I said, Hercules and Athena were 2 gods that were the product of the devils interacting with women, impregnating those women, like that which would happen in Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 to 4, and in the book of Enoch. chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9 and 10, where those watchers came down and did the same thing. You have to remember the father of the Caucasians, Esau, is also the product of that kind of abort. Esau, father, is the devil. Esau, father, is the devil. They plant in a fertilized egg in Rebecca's womb. Rebecca's womb. Rebecca was just a surrogate. And that is the truth. No one can change that fact. Remember to like this video, share this video, leave your comment on this video and let me know what are your thoughts about this video. There is also many more videos like this right here. Go and peruse those videos and let me know what are your thoughts. Like or subscribe based on which of the social media platform you're viewing at. And don't forget, my name is Chief Strongler. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Spirit of Most Citizen. I am the diaspora. Much is. I'll talk to you soon.